Hello, today's lesson is a follow-on from simplifying and equivalent fractions. What we will be doing today is looking at ordering fractions. So we will be looking at ordering fractions. Prior knowledge to this you could have looked at the fractions to percentage video. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick fraction to percentage just to remind you, but I would suggest that you look at that video because it gives it in more detail. So if we had 3/10, this is your divide, that's your times. Again, fraction facts video if you're unsure about what I'm saying there. But this is always a divide and this is always a times. We're changing it to percentage. Percentage means 100. So 100 divided by 10 equals 10. And then we take that and we times it by the top. So 10 times 3 equals 30%. Now obviously they can get a little bit harder. We could have 5/8. So 100 divided by 8 equals 12.5. And then we times that by the top, which gives us 62.5%. So we are able to change these types of fractions into an exact percentage, but we can also estimate. And this is just a little bit of common sense, which I'm sure you all have. So we could have 3/7, and we need to change that to a percentage. Well, how many sevens in 100? So 100 divided by 7 equals, well, 70 is 10, 77, 84, 91, 98. So there's approximately 14, approximately. But this, and that equals 98. Okay, so then we times 14 by the top, which will give us 4, 8, 12, 42, approximately percent. So any type of fraction we are able to convert into a percentage, whether it be exactly or approximately. If we were doing this correctly, it would approximate or estimate would be 40, because it's only to one significant figure. Again, if you're unsure about that, watch the previous video. But for this case, because I need it as close to as possible, I'm going to leave it at 42%. So let's have a look at the type of question they could ask. So the exam could say to you, 2/9, 2/11, 3/8, 4/10. Okay. And it might say to you, smallest, put in order, smallest to large is. So order in ascending order. Right, and I'm looking at them and thinking, oh, I don't know if this is bigger than this or this is big. I don't know. And I'm not going to draw pie charts to work it out or anything else. I'm going to convert it into a percentage. makes more sense to me and hopefully to you. So how many nines in 100? 100 divided by 9 equals, well, there's 10 in 90, so there'd be 11. Okay, and then we times by the top. So this one is therefore 22%. We can do that for this one. How many 11s in 100? 100 divided by 11 equals 9, times by the top, times by 2 equals 18%. So far this is the smallest one. Okay, how many 8s in 100? I've already discussed this is a favourite for GCSE. There's 12.5 in 100. So 100 divided by 8 equals 12.5 times by the top equals 37.5%. Oh, that one's definitely bigger. And this one's quite easy. But let's go over it. We've got 100 divided by 10 equals 10 times by 4 equals 40%. So we have 22%, 18%, 37% and 40%. Have I answered the question? No, I haven't put them in order. Now most people do this. Okay, that's number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3, and that's number 4. If the examiner is busy or doesn't look carefully enough, you may get marked down. Put them in order. 1 is 2 11ths, not 18%, it's 2 11ths. 2 is 2 9ths, not 22%. 3 is 3 8ths. And 4 is 4 tenths. So it's only these two that we have to swap around, to be fair. It's such an easier way to do it than to, I don't know, make a common denominator and then times that by that and that by that. This is so much easier. Okay, so I'm going to put some questions up for you. See how you go. Make sure you write them down, work it out on paper, and then answer the questions at the end of the ClickView video. Okay? Okay, so here are your questions coming up now in a minute. And somewhere here, let's get rid of that. Quiz. No, okay, here we go. So we've got A, B, C, D, E, F. That's all I want you to answer. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay? Now, what I would do here is change this decimal. You know what that is. Look at the changing a decimal to a percentage to a fraction. I would change this into a percentage. I would change this into a percentage. And so forth. So all I want you to answer is A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? And then I would like you to answer, let's go back. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, and D. And actually, let's go for E. There's 5. You can't see this one anyway. So A, B, C, D, E. Write them down in your notepad, answer them, and then answer them on ClickView. So I change this to a percentage. We know how to change this to a percentage, this to a percentage, and this to a percentage. And then we are sorted.
Okay, so let's just move this over a tiny bit for you so you can see all of them. There we go. A, B, C, D, and E. Thank you. Take care. Bye.